things that I say on the stage in my last will and statements to our sons, I'd ask will the statements help to raise the young, or will it be disregarded as jargon spitting by artists who was simply waiting for his day to come? But what if my days was never intended? And the sole purpose of my life was to write this final life sentence. I wonder, would I waste my time in ignorance trying to convince you all that I'm brilliant, or would I sincerely write something that might genuinely help to affect our children? I tell them that we're the products of our environment, poorly educated through a neglected school system. We're the victims of broken homes, the illegitimate children, the teenage mothers and deadbeat daddies who were rolling stones with her, and just the inhabitants of the ghetto American slums, where every day you can watch the American dream become the ghetto's nightmare, because we live right here off the Martin Luther King, where every day you can watch your dreams get shot and buried in the dirt. So we can accurately answer Langston Hughes' question, what happens to our dreams deferred? Our dreams got pushed to the curb and served fiends because we got taught by older G's to jump. This the real world, B. And we ain't got time for dreaming. Get caught out here sleeping and you're shot. You see, they told me that was one of 3 ways out the ghetto. The other 2 is you can sling crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. So if your crossover ain't nice, you better meet me on the block. Cause see, my mom's strung out, my little sister ain't eat for days. So what does it benefit me to sit in the classroom to learn that I ain't nothing but a descendant of a slave? 8 hours in the class, I'm trying to score hundreds on the grade, but I could get hundreds off this corner if I could just score a big 8. I mean, how do you stand down the man-child that's trying to balance out his moral obligations against his hunger pains? I meant, how do you stand down the man-child that's trying to balance out his rights against his wrongs, but he seen right didn't always end right, because all of his life he's watched his moms trying to live right, but right left him with the lights off, 5 days eating egg and rice on a cold project floor. Wrong. But he saw his wrongs got him right. Got his kicks and his gear tight, his wrongs cut on his light and put food on his plate. He did wrong trying to make right for his moms because his pops had been gone. So what do you say to the boy that's been standing in a man's place? You're misplaced. We are in a state of emergency. I need you to emergency that we are the victims of psychological terrorism. Way before 9/11 and the FEMA disposition, we've been Willie lynched into the bondage of Reaganomics. They pump crack in our communities for the children to rationalize what right and wrong is. They pump crack into a starving community like, here's a key. These are the keys to unlock you from your bondage. See, they're funding our children's crimes. They make more prisons than school systems getting know it's money in our demise, and now they handing out football numbers like they ain't concerned for time. So boys go in, men come out. And now you're looking for a job, but equal opportunity employers don't hire fell until you federally disenfranchised. But if you still got mouths to feed, I guess it's back to the grind. The cycle never completes. When we gonna open our eyes? I mean, what if tomorrow never comes? And the things that I say on the stage in my last will and statements to our sons, I tell them the deck has been set up against us. And growing up in the ghetto is hard, but what could be against us if we're the descendants of the Most High God? I mean, what if tomorrow never comes? And the things that I say on the stage in my last will and statements to our sons, I tell them you are the descendants of slaves, but anybody tries to degrade you or tell you lesser for that, you can tell them to their face, they liars. Cause you being a descendant of slaves just means your ancestors had to go through some fires, and if you're still standing, it means you came from a family of survivors. I mean, what if tomorrow never comes? And the things that I say on the stage of my last will and statements to our sons, I tell them you ain't gotta watch TV to learn how to ball, cause if you reaching for the Most High, it's nothing to live amongst the stars. I mean, what if tomorrow never comes? And my sole purpose in life was to write this final life sentence. What would I tell our children? Our children, there's been this type of pressure for as long as we've been alive. I tell them pressure can bust pipes, or pressure can make diamonds. But eventually, we gotta choose to shine.